And so kiddos like it, and folks, the main thing that we have about this project is it helps us to raise kids. And that's why we're all here. That's why I continue. I got a lot of gray in my hair, and I could retire from this and be just as happy as can be, but I still love working with these young people, and that's why I continue to judge. I'm a product of this myself. Many of you know my son. He grew up through this business as well. I had the opportunity to watch it impact the lives of many, many 4-Hers over the years, and as was said earlier by your commissioner and the 4-H leader, when you have these young people involved in this animal project, I tell you, as I look around here tonight, what a great crowd of supporters for young people. And if you want to have your young people involved with the very best young people in your state, here's the place to have it. And so I commend you for having that. I commend you for having this project. Just a very few words about these goats. As you've heard, I've judged throughout the United States and Canada and Australia. I can tell you that the quality of the top end of your show is as competitive as any place that I've ever been. Now you notice I didn't say for your first show. I said for your show. The best, the top end of your goats are good enough to compete anywhere. So it was a thrill for me to come and see this quality of goats. And you know when you come to Kansas, you expect to see good animal agriculture, and that's exactly what I saw. I think what most impressed me about the show was, though, the quality of your young people. That's why we're all out here. This set of goats that we have, I think, represent what I think are really important to the goat industry. And I talked about structural soundness, I talked about skeletal dimension, I talked about muscle, and then I talk about eye appeal. And I think that's exactly what we see in all of these goats that we have here. As we start with this little lightweight goat, he's so sound off his feet and legs and so flexible in the skeleton as he moves around the ring. And yet when you handle him down his top, he's really good in terms of the way he meets the hand with natural muscling down his top. One of the longest sided, most extended up-fronted goats in class is this middleweight goat that we have here today. And the other goat that's very good in the floor of his chest. If anything, maybe we could open him up in his forerib just a bit. But a goat that really handles nicely, really long hip. Love that in this goat as well. The heavyweight goat on the far end, really heavy duty kind of goat. And yet a goat to me that still is a beautiful animal. I love the dimension in the floor of his chest. I love the way he opens in that forerib off of the top of his body. I love that dimension down there underneath in that forerib. And as you handle this goat back down his top and into that hip, he's really wide in his pin bone, really moves off his feet and legs very, very well. The lightweight goats are the second place goats. The lightweight goats are really long-sided goat. You really got to get your hands on him. This goat's really powerful down his top as well. The second place middle goat, a goat that's really, really attractive, maybe a little tighter in his forerib. The second place heavyweight goat's a goat that I think has a lot of meatiness and muscling, a little steeper hip in this goat than as we see in some of the others. It's been a distinct honor and pleasure for me. I'll now name you champion goat.
Sleight of hand. Come right up. Set him up right there in front.
Your champion goat in the inaugural goat show comes out of Division 3, Elizabeth Mercer, Cherokee County. Replacing her in the lineup now, Cian Greason.